Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with the introduction of my Pan That palette for 2025. I posted a video asking your opinion on what palette I should pick to pan for or to focus for 2025, and I'm filming this video on December 30th, so I have had enough time to read all of your comments and I have made up my decision. I think I've made up my mind, but it might change in future, but for now we're just rolling with it. But before I share the palette that I want to pan or focus on, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. My name is Ravneet and I make a lot of panning videos. Pan That palette is created by Amber F, and in here we focus on one eyeshadow palette to finish all eyeshadows in there, and this is my 5th year doing it. 5th or 6th? No, it's my 6th year of doing a Pan That palette because I've been doing it since the beginning of 2020. Wow, long time. Anyway, so I asked your opinion on whether I should pan Subculture palette or I should pan my ABH Aina palette, and you guys have presented so many interesting arguments, and most of you guys were favoring ABH Aina palette, and some of you guys voted for Subculture palette because of the rust in here, and some of you have suggested for me to work on both of those palettes simultaneously, and I think that's what I'll be doing. And I have 2 reasons for that, because last year, or this year, because 2024 has not ended yet, I have finished so many eyeshadows, but in order for me to get there, in order for me to finish those eyeshadows, I had put a lot of work in the previous years that had led those eyeshadows to be finished in 2024. So I'm not anticipating to finish as many eyeshadows as I finished this year, because of course that's not possible. I don't have that many eyeshadows with that much progress. And my furnace kicked in. I need to turn it off, elsewise it'll be super noisy. The furnace is off now. Let's go over what my plans are. So for Subculture, it has rust in 5 eyeshadows. So Destiny and Roxy have rust in them, but it's not as prominent as Adorn and Electric. I think Dawn also has some minor rust. So my goal for Subculture would be to finish all of the shades that have rust in them. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to finish Adorn in no time, and Electric would be fairly easy to finish as well because both of these have a lot of progress already and I have used them around 60 times at this point. And the shimmer formula in here is also super soft, so it shouldn't take me a lot longer to finish them. For the matte shades, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to finish Roxy and Dawn because Roxy pairs well with other shades as well. It's a nice grease shade, and Dawn is of course a blending out shade. I can use it every single day. Apart from that, I would want to hit pan on Axis, Fudge and Untamed because we don't know what's hiding underneath these eyeshadows. There might be rust, there might not be rust, so yeah, I would really want to see what's going on in these pans, and it'll be nice to have pan in everything in this palette. So I'll try to finish as much as I can for the rusty shades, and I'll try to hit pan on all 3 of these eyeshadows. For rest of the eyeshadows, I would just want to use them as I please. So that's my plan for Subculture. And for ABH Aina palette, as of now, no eyeshadow in here is developing any kind of rust, at least the ones that have pan in them. I think shimmer formula of ABH is more prone to rust than the matte one, but we never know. So for this palette, I would want to focus on each eyeshadow, and I'll try to finish as many eyeshadows as I can because Dwala's is really nice. Trust Issues is very crumbly. I think I'll be able to finish it if I really focus on this one. There is a lot of progress in Dwala's, and I think if I focus on this one as well, I'll be able to get it done. And Sponsored is another one that I think I'll be able to finish during this year. The reason I'm not hyper focusing on these eyeshadows is because I do enjoy them, and these eyeshadows are really pigmented as well. So these are not like my Essence eyeshadows that need a lot of building up. So yeah, these eyeshadows are not going to move as fast as the Essence ones. They are going to be more like my e.l.f. eyeshadows, because it took me a long time to finish the e.l.f. palette, but that one had 1.1 gram of eyeshadow in each of the pans. These ones don't have that much product, but these mattes are surely pigmented, especially edges and ginger. I have around 40 uses on ginger, I think on edges as well, and these don't show as much movement as some of the other mattes in here. So yeah, that's my plan for next year. I would want to focus on both of these palettes, most importantly on the rustier shades. Of course, I would want to hit pan on Pinker, Credit, Lituation, Wigglies, Edges, and Ginger. For finishing the eyeshadows, I would want to focus on the pans in Subculture palette that have rust on them. I really like the color story of Subculture, how these eyeshadows are put next to each other. That's the reason I don't want to depot the rusty ones. I want to keep them in the pan itself, because let's say if I scrape them out and put them elsewhere, the soul of Subculture would be gone. So yeah, that's my only reason I'm hesitant to remove them. I'd rather finish these eyeshadows than transferring them elsewhere, because then it won't be Subculture anymore. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's my thought process. Both of these eyeshadows have 14 eyeshadows in each of them. So in total, I have 28 eyeshadows, but I won't be focusing on all of the eyeshadows in here. So from this eyeshadow palette, I'm only going to be working on 5 eyeshadows that have rust, plus 3 eyeshadows to hit pan on. After I hit pan on Excess, Untamed, and Fudge, I would not be focusing on those eyeshadows unless they also have rust. So in total, I'll be working on 14 eyeshadows plus 5 plus 3. 3 would be short term for just hitting pan goal, plus any other eyeshadow pan that would have rust on. That is going to be my Pan Those palettes. I think this is my Better Together palette, and this is my main Pan That palette, if that makes sense. This is my current thought process. I don't know how it's going to play out in the long term, if I'm going to get sick of using these eyeshadows, because these ones are going to be difficult to pair with my other eyeshadows. There are so many different eyeshadows and different colors in here that I would not be able to pair them with other eyeshadows. I mean, I can do that, but again, I would have so much stuff to focus on, versus previously, I've always chosen eyeshadows that were leaning more towards neutral, and I would have been able to pair them with my project Level Up or Pan Those Eyeshadows projects. So that's going to be a challenge with these ones for sure, but we'll see how it plays out. And that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching my video, wherever in the world you are. I will see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.